Today we're going to be practicing some algebraic basics with systems of equations. We're going to be solving special quadrilaterals that contain systems, so we're going to practice systems first. Let's first start by just solving some multi-step equations. Let's take a look at letter A. We want to solve for x. So the first thing is to add the 5 to the other side. So you get 2/3 x is equal to 12. A lot of kids get really nervous when there is a fraction, but if you want to get rid of the fraction, you're just going to multiply by whatever the denominator is. So I can multiply by 3 on each side. That's going to cancel the 3's out on the left side, leaving you with 2x, and then you're going to multiply 12 times 3 on the right side, and that's going to be 36. Then you divide by 2 on each side, you get an answer of 18 for x. Let's take a look at letter B. What would be the first step in solving this equation? You would want to distribute this -2. It's really important to pay attention to the sign that's in front of the number that you're distributing, so when you simplify, you have a correct expression. So the 8x, we're just going to write down because we're not doing anything with that yet. But then we're going to multiply -2 times 5x. That's going to give us -10x, and then -2 times +3, that's going to give me -6, and all of that is equal to 8. Then we're going to combine our like terms, which contain our x terms. So 8x minus 10x is -2x, and then to get this variable term by itself, we want to add the 6 over, so that would be -2x is equal to 14. Divide by -2 on each side, you get an answer of -7 for x. Letter C looks a little bit scary because we have some fractions, so let's first do some simplifying. Let's get this 2 on the other side with the other constant. So we would have 3/5 x is equal to 1/5 x plus 2. And this 2 came from subtracting the 2, and then 4 minus 2 is 2. Now, in this problem, we had a fraction also, and we multiplied by a certain number to get rid of that fraction. What would we multiply by in letter C to get rid of these fractions? You would want to multiply each term by 5. So we're going to multiply every single term by 5, even the constant. So if I'm multiplying these two by 5, then you have to multiply this one by 5 too. So just remember that for the future. In doing that, these 5's will divide out to be a 1, these 5's will divide out to be a 1, and that will leave you with 3x is equal to x plus 10. Don't forget to multiply these two together. Now this looks a little bit easier than it did before. To solve this one, you would want to subtract the x to the left side. That would give you 2x is equal to 10. Divide by 2 on each side, you get an answer of 5 for x. These two problems are a little bit different only because we have two variables, so we won't be able to solve them and get an answer like we did on A through C. So this time we're solving for y, and that means my equation or my answer at the end is going to say y equals. We want to move everything away from the 4y, so I'm going to move the 8x to the other side by subtracting it. Remember, you will not be able to combine your like terms here because this has an x and the 20 does not. So once you subtract the 8x, you're left with 4y is equal to -8x plus 20. Then to get the y by itself, you would divide every single term by 4. These y's will divide out to be a 1, so you're just left with a y. Then you want to simplify all your fractions. So -8 divided by 4, that's going to give you -2x. And then you have a +20 divided by 4, that's going to give you +5. So your final answer is y is equal to -2x plus 5. What should you do first in letter B? We would first want to move the x over by adding it to the other side. That will give me 4y is equal to x plus 8. Then we're going to divide everything by 4 to get rid of this coefficient in front of the y. The 4 over 4 will divide out to a 1, leaving you with just y. Anytime you have x over a number, that number is being divided by the denominator. So I can rewrite this x over 4 as multiplication by 1/4. So that's going to turn into 1/4 x, and then 8 divided by 4 is 2. So your final answer would be y is equal to 1/4 x plus 2. Next, we're going to practice solving systems by graphing. In our first problem, we have y is equal to x minus 5, where my y-intercept is -5 and my slope is 1. So we're going to go ahead and put a point at -5, and then we're going to go up 1, right 1 to represent a positive slope. Next, we're going to graph y is equal to -2x plus 7. So my y-intercept is 7. My slope is -2. So we're going to start at 7, and we're going to go down 2, right 1. So 7 is right here. Go down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2. When we're graphing systems of equations, the solution represents where these graphs intersect. They intersect at this point, which is at 4, -1. Let's take a look at number 2. We have y is equal to x plus 4. So this means that we have a y-intercept at 4 and then a slope of 1. So we're going to go up 1, right 1, and then we can go in the opposite direction to create your line. Next, we're going to graph the 2x plus y is equal to 4. So this one's a little bit tricky because it's not in slope-intercept form. So we want to rearrange this by subtracting the 2 from each side. That will give me y is equal to -2x plus 4. So I have the same y-intercept, but now I'm going to go down 2 and right 4. And then we can go in the opposite direction to get a more accurate line. Solution to your equation is going to be where these lines intersect, which is right here at the y-intercept. So the solution is 0, 4. In number 3, your first equation is the same as it was in the last problem. So you have a y-intercept of 4 and a slope of 1. For the second equation, it's not in slope-intercept form, so you're going to have to do some rearranging. What should you do first? You want to get the y term by itself, so you're going to subtract the x from each side. So 2y is equal to -x plus 2. Then you're going to divide everything by 2 to get the y by itself. So these 2's will divide out to be a 1. That will leave you with just y. Next, we need to simplify the -x over 2. So remember, anytime you're dividing by 2, you'll just put a 1 on top and turn that into a fraction, which is going to be -1/2 x. And then 2 divided by 2 is 1. So this would be plus 1. So we have a y-intercept of 1 and a slope of -1/2. So a slope of -1/2, that's going to go down 1, right 2, down 1, right 2. And you can continue that pattern in both directions. These graphs will cross right here at -2, +2. Next, we're going to review solving systems using the substitution method. So substitution is replacing the y with the expression that's given. So because this one says y is equal to x plus 4, I can take this expression and replace it for the y. So that would give me 2x plus x plus 4, which used to be the y, is equal to 1. And then I can solve this equation. So 2x plus x is 3x plus 4 is equal to 1. Subtract the 4, you get 3x is equal to -3 with an answer of -1 for x. So this answer, you're going to replace for x to give you the y. You can plug it into either equation. I generally pick the easiest one. So in this case, that would be the first one. So we have y is equal to x plus 4, but now I know my answer for x is -1, so we'll have -1 plus 4, making y equal to 3. So the solution to this system is -1, 3. And you want to make sure you write it as an ordered pair because the solution to a system is where the graphs intersect. If you take a look at number 5, this one's set up a little bit different because you have both of the variable terms on the same side. Whereas in number 4, this one said y equals, so it was really easy to substitute this expression in for the y. In number 5, I do have a variable term that does not have a coefficient. So this equation would be the easiest to rearrange. So my equation says x equals, and that will allow me to substitute in for x and solve for y. So let's go ahead and move this 2y over. That will give me x is equal to -2y plus 30. Now I have a coefficient of 1, and I can take this expression and replace it in for the x, because remember, this time it says x equals. That would give me 3y minus 2 multiplied by -2y plus 30 is equal to 24. Now we're going to simplify all of this first by using the distributive property. You want to make sure you carry this negative when you're multiplying. So be cautious of your signs. We have the 3y in the front, -2 times -2y, that's going to give me positive 4y. And then -2 times a positive 30 is going to give me -60. And all of that is equal to 24. Next, you're going to combine your like terms. So combine your y terms, that'll be 7y. And then you'd want to add the 60 to the other side. 7y is equal to 84 with an answer of 12 for y. Now I can take my answer that I have for y and substitute it into the expression to get x. So -2 times the 12 plus 30 will give me x. So -2 times 12 is -24. And then -24 plus 30 is going to give me 6. So my solution for number 5 is 6, 12. In this last one, we have some fractions, but I don't want you to get discouraged because we can get rid of those very easily. So they both say y equals, and when that happens, we can simply set them equal to each other. So 7/9 x plus 4 is equal to 2/9 x plus 14. I can combine my constants, so I'm going to subtract this 4 over, and that will give me 7/9 x is equal to 2/9 x plus 10. Now I want to get rid of these fractions. How should I do that? If I want to get rid of the fraction, I'm going to multiply everything by the denominator. So multiply everything by 9, and you have to multiply all terms, including the 10. These 9s will divide out, and so will the second pair of 9s. That will leave you with 7x is equal to 2x plus 90. And so now we have an expression that doesn't have any fractions in it. Let's get the x's on one side. So subtract 2x from each side. That's going to give you 5x is equal to 90. Divide by 5. You get an answer of 18 for x. Now we're going to take our answer for x and substitute it in one of the equations. So I'm going to plug it into the first one. And then when I simplify this, I'm just going to divide these out. So 9 goes into 18 twice. So I can divide those out. That'll give me 2. 7 times 2 is 14. And 14 plus 4 is 18. So I know that my y is also 18, making the solution to this system 18, 18. Going back to this right here, I chose to divide this out first. Another way you could have done it is multiplied 7 times 18 and then divided by 9. You'll just have a bigger number and then you would divide. You'll get the same answer. Either way would be correct.